Welcome to the Quantum Time Traveller, where we journey beyond time and space to unlock the universe's deepest secrets. I'm your host, Emma Bushell, and together with my co-host, Susie Edwards, we'll guide you through channeled experiences and soul truths, revealing ancient wisdom and higher dimensions. In episodes, we'll also welcome invited guests to share their own spiritual revelations and cosmic insights. Prepare to expand your mind and elevate your spirit as we uncover the mysteries of existence. This is the Quantum Time Traveller, where the universe speaks, and we're so excited for you to join us on our journey. Very warm welcome to this quite amazingly different episode of the Quantum Time Traveller with Susie Edwards and myself, Emma Bushell. We are bringing you something refreshing, innovative, never been done before journey. This is going to be a guided journey, a guided visualization of traveling with us in a time travel of pure frequency to uncover illusion, the truth of living in an illusion around the ancient wisdom of Atlantis and ancient wisdom of Egypt. And we don't actually know where we're going to go. It's going to be a guided visualization that Susie's going to navigate in her channel. And we're just going to explain what's happened before this so that we can give you a picture to journey with us and prepare you to see this and hear this in a different way now. So, Susie, do you want to share what we just went through?
Okay, so this is something very new that we're going to bring through for you. And Emma and I have a little conversation before the episode. And we're very drawn to the Akashics and how we perceive the Akashics very, very differently because of our vibrational energy and where we vibrate. So it's come through that we need to go on this journey today. Previously, we have discovered that Emma is an oracle and that I am a gatekeeper. And we believe both of these are going to come in the meditation today. So I am a gatekeeper for the ancient Egyptians, and Emma is the oracle for the Atlanteans. So we're going to find out how this connects and take you on an exciting journey.
Amazing. Okay. So, for those that are listening, goes without saying to prepare yourself so you're not actually driving anywhere. You're not actually partaking in movement of sorts where you could be distracted or interrupted, because this is going to be coming through as a frequency. Like all of our transmissions, they allow you to receive energy that is almost, you're absorbing a different frequency than you are sitting at. I call it a set point. Everybody vibrates at a frequency that is natural to the rhythm of you as whole being, as a human being. But this may well just bring you into areas or states of being that are just a little bit not familiar for you. And I don't want you to be sitting there driving your car or, partaking in things that you can't give this 100%. So this is really important to understand before we go down any journeys together. So yeah,
Absolutely.
awesome. So I'm just going to get into channel.
We're going to give Emma a second to get into channel. We know that we are calling forwards our gatekeepers to help us with this meditation. So, as Emma said, frequencies will shift. We will raise the frequency during this meditation. So, you may feel a little bit out of your body. You may feel um, a little bit different to how you normally feel. So that is perfectly normal. You may feel a bit of pressure on your head, you may tingle, you may feel your body is getting hot. These are all very normal things for when we go into a deep meditation or raise our vibration and our frequency. So it's going to be very interesting to see where we're going to go. I'm going to pass over to Emma when she's ready to start us on this journey.
Okay, so we're going to go into an area or a space that is purely a trusted source of information given to me by uh source, pure light, crystalline light that is receiving in coding, which is receiving in a frequency that is going to facilitate you to understand the truth about the way that you have perceived a lie, an illusion, a reality that has been presented to you from information over many, many years of layering of information, reinforcing of information that actually has made you believe something that isn't actually the truth. And we're going into a place which is an area of space where we're going to receive this information in its truest, highest form of breaking that illusion. And we're starting this journey together. So just coming into your body, just taking a few deep breaths. Just be really natural with the rhythm of your breath, making sure you're just supported wherever you're sitting, and knowing that you're fully trusted in this space with us as we're all going through this in this journey. This is about breathing your truth, breathing because you want to feel curious about understanding and knowing yourself. You've been drawn to this visualization because there's a part of you that knows that not what you see is what you believe to be true. A lot of evidentials, you have to see it to believe it before you actually take action on something. And this will blow that out of the water. So this is a gatekeeper change of frequency. And this is when we're calling in Susie with her records, her keeper of records, which is the record keepers of the Akashics.
Okay.
And this frequency is now shifted to that level of frequency for that to be brought forward. I'm just handing you over to that visualization for Susie to come in now.
Okay, so in front of you, you will see a corridor. Just take your time, walk through a corridor or a tunnel. And in front of you, you will see this amazing Stargate. Just pay attention to the colors, how it feels, what you sense around this. The Akashic Gatekeepers are going to come in and give us a message from this portal to help you to align to a different frequency today. So the message that's coming through is very much about the illusion of Egypt. We're told, or we're shown, perception is very much about the showing and the seeing. We're shown Egypt as a very affluent energy, riches, kings, pharaohs. But all of this is an illusion. It's what the ancient civilization wanted us to believe by showing us these images, the pyramids, the gold, and so many things. And I feel that the message very much today is about hearing the truth, not just seeing the truth, but hearing the truth. Now, as a gatekeeper, I can open the gate to move us into Atlantis. But before I do that, just take a look around. Just what do you see in regards to ancient Egypt? What do you see, feel, sense, know to be true? Or what is the illusion that has been shown around Egypt? I'm going to ask my gatekeepers to come in and open this portal, which will take us to Atlantis. So when you're ready, step through the portal into Atlantis. And again, just pay attention to your senses. What do you feel, sense, see as you step into Atlantis? And we're going to pass this back to the Oracle of Atlantis to move us forwards and show us how the illusion of Egypt started, what its main objective was, but also the truth of Atlantis as well. So when you're ready, Emma.
So what I'm being shown is a mapping code. The mapping code is related to your human blueprint. So your human blueprint, as in I'm showing your hand opening that gate portal, your 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 physical dimension, your 3D dimensional state is in your blueprint of your fingerprints, but it's actually directly linked to your soul blueprint, which is your mapping frequency. And what I mean by that is I'm being shown that your frequency, however you perceive this to be, is exactly what you sense, see, here, right at this moment in this journey. You are being calibrated to a frequency of Egypt as a soul memory, as a frequency that you've just been facilitated with Susie, but also now coming into the Atlantean frequency with me. This is part of your remembrance of your blueprint. So it's actually just what you're sensing and feeling right this moment. And anything that's coming up in your mind, you may be hearing stuff, you may be feeling stuff, you may be knowing stuff from what we're facilitating right now, because this is directly linked to mapping. It's a mapping code, it's a light code that's coming through you, listening to this transmission through us as channels, as oracles, as keepers, as record holders, purely facilitated by the highest, purest of light. And the frequency that we're being shown is the differential between the truth and the illusion. And they are two different frequencies. And I'm being shown that the Egyptian frequency that we're led to believe has been an illusion of all of its history based on the uncovering of the pyramids, the infrastructure of technology that sits below the pyramids, acting as a already made satellite of time travel based on a frequency of perception, vibration, frequency, and energy. And this is the actual art of an optical illusion, because what your mind sees on the outside of the pyramids, based along the information that we've received through history books, is not at all what's happening on the inside of the pyramid, underneath the ground, that is relative to how you view what's actually happening now. Because what is happening underneath is a total illusion of what's happening above. So we've been given in the history books of And it's coming in now with my channel of what you see on the outside is not what you see on the inside. And this is a direct link with Atlantean codes because Atlantean was the fluid frequency between what you saw on the outside was what you saw on the inside because it was on a different frequency of matching exactly what you were and are right now in this moment as a pure as a pure vessel, as a pure channel, as a pure crystalline energy in its purest sense. So you've got light and dark of Egyptian coding. This is about mapping your soul's journey. And I'm just giving you this because my channel is trying to make light and understand what's actually happening here as we journey through and showing you the art of perception of uncovering the truth and how you view one thing is not how you view everything to be the given information. And that then produces a lack of trust and a lack of being yourself, which then aids your journey of how you go about your life. So coming back into this gateway, bringing you back from that explanation into the present of this gateway through into Atlantis now. And this is where I'm asking Susie to come into channel now to ask me information.
Okay. Okay, so as you step into Atlantis, how does it feel?
It feels like in my in my body,
Hmm.
it feels like in my sacral, so it's in my stomach and in the top part of my stomach and the bottom part of my stomach, that whole area is a complete portal. Universe is a universe. So you are your own universe. You are your own universe.
That's a
And
really important message.
you hold everything inside of you. All information of the universe is inside of you.
Amazing. What can you actually see?
At the moment, I'm a consciousness, so I feel as an oracle, I'm here, but psychically, I'm a consciousness of Atlantean frequency. I just feel expansive. I feel there's an array of coloring of ocean. It's very much an ocean frequency of you are the ocean, you are everything, you are the universe, you are everything's interrelated. So I can feel and sense the ocean is part of the planet is part of the ocean, the space is part of the consciousness, it's part of the land, it's part of the sea, and then you in this as a speck of human in this whole system of consciousness. You are in this right now, in this moment, as that.
Amazing. What was your job as the Oracle of Atlantis?
I'm the light keeper of the seer of souls, and the record keeper of elevating the frequency so that you are sitting in your truth and being all that you be in this space, in this expansion of universe, as the universe. This is freedom. This is freedom.
Hmm. Okay, so that's what you feel primarily is freedom, freedom and expansion.
Yeah.
Is there anything that Atlantis itself would like to share with us today?
I think we need to understand the reason why we've come into channel about the reason between the two,
Hmm.
the Egypt and Atlantis. Why are we in here? What are we doing here?
Yep.
The coding of Egypt is a star portal. And what that means is it's a system that has been implanted through the earth so that we are almost like on a radar. We are on a satellite system already set up to uncover the truth because what's sitting underneath the pyramids is actually everything that we thought the pyramids weren't, which is a connector to source, which is through light, moon, sun, but also it's a connector to source of water because the satellite is facilitated underneath the pyramids by a water system
Hmm.
that gives frequency to activate the whole process. And what we've been led to believe has had to be revealed now to break the illusion of our minds believing something for however many thousands of years this has been going on. We've been taught this is in generational schoolrooms, history books, which has debased our perception and understanding because none of it was true. None of it was true. It's to cover up a deeply rooted, ritualistic, oracle belief system surrounded by goddess pharaohs, magic to keep things hidden so that the power was presented to the elite few that had this information so that this would never be uncovered. Because what is being uncovered now, sitting as a satellite grid on all planes, times, and dimensions on the planet right now on Earth, is a grid system that's linking all pyramid satellites to be activated by a source of water and light and frequency of us living on the planet. And the reason why it's uncovering is because it's breaking our perception of the truth, because then we're elevating our frequency to find out what actually is true. And so to find out what is true, we are then uncovering all the belief systems of what's led us to believe something that wasn't true in the first place, which is then finding out different things about us and challenging our own belief systems of what is actually true in our lives and what's being presented to us as an illusion or a lie or a non-reality which is why we're going to be seeing systems crumble, fall, and dismantle because we are all seeing what isn't true anymore because the frequency of the land has been activated by these satellite grids on Earth, and they are everywhere. They run deeply through the whole of Earth. And we are invited as a frequency to stand on Earth, and we're going to be calibrating to that. So in our world, we will start to uncover untruths in our world, in our lives, in our systems, in our families, in our friends, in ourselves, to be living a more purposeful, elevated, heart-led life, bringing together people that want to do that. And the Atlantean frequency is that frequency of heart-led, no lies, pure heart frequency of a community where we are all united within our earth as it moves forward in evolution.
Incredible. Very important that this came through today to break the illusions, to break our perception of how things are perceived and how we need to perceive things. It's time to step into our truth. It's time to step into the truth of really what's going on and the truth of who we are at our core being. Because we can't be authentic if we're living in illusion. Is there anything else that wants to come through today, Emma?
I just get the word trust.
Okay.
Trust all will be revealed.
Hmm.
It's your mirror. It's being mirrored. The mirror of truth is being shown to bring out the illusion that we've all been living in for more things to be revealed coming soon with us. We're going to be uncovering these in our channels.
Fantastic. And how can people tap into the Atlantean codes to raise their frequency and vibration?
The Atlantean codes are coming through in this channel. They're coming through in our podcast, on our transmissions. They're already coming through our voices because we are our own frequency. We are our own match, and our words are are coming through. Our words are our frequency. In terms of further exploration, that's something that we can facilitate.
Fantastic. We can tell you more about that in the Awake official group. Okay, so are you ready to come back, Emma?
Yeah.
Very interesting
I'm just,
information.
yeah, I'm just asking for facilitation for those people that are coming out of whatever you've sat with,
Mhm.
just slowly just to uncover coming back into the room, coming back into your senses in your space that you're sitting in right now, and just becoming aware of your environment. And what you might actually get is, I call it a delay, where you'll come into your space and you don't quite know where you are, slightly disorientated because your frequency hasn't matched yet your environment. And you may well be feeling that. So just take your time and become familiar with your environment, become familiar in your body, taking your breath, sitting with your own self for a moment, not rushing around to do things. And just make note of how you're feeling in this time because this is the most important part of receiving information, that it might come up that you might be feeling a certain way or you might be thinking slightly differently and you might be asked to actually write that out and see why that's happening for you in this moment.
Yeah, yeah, and embody that.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but that's really, really important message. Um, so that you can look at that and see that's what's being presented for you right now in your life as a direct guided journey with us that's coming through for you to actually see on paper what's happening as a really good form of information for you to move forward, take note of, take action with, or just sit with and look at and be with.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we have to start somewhere, right? So understanding and just taking that time to sit with your own truths and
Yeah.
let go of illusion of self to begin with is going to be really helpful in this journey of uncovering illusions that we have been taught since childhood.
Yeah, and also this is if it's your first time coming through on this transmission, you'll be noticing things around you. Possibly, if you don't, that's fine. You're just calibrating, and you can go over and over this transmission because it will calibrate you in different ways every time you view and see and sense this transmission because it's a deep transmission today. It's quite profound. I feel it shifting in me. Where you'll get familiar with the frequency, get familiar with how things are coming forward for you. And this is an activation frequency that you're sitting in on so many levels, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we've been to two different worlds today,
Yeah. And
you
two
know?
different frequencies. And that's the main word here is your frequency matching with frequencies that we're elevating and bringing you into in a transmission that is actually making you feel all of the things that you're going to be sensing right now to help you on your journey.
Absolutely. What an incredible session, podcast today. Not where I thought we were going to end up, but
No, and it's the first time we've done this, so it's if you feel that you want more of it, I think it's going to be maybe a guided thing that we're going to be doing. Then just come to into Awake Official. It's a Facebook group that's free. And obviously comment in YouTube, Spotify, reach out to us. All the links are there on Apple as well. And we'll bring something else to you in your homes, in your living room, in your car, wherever you are, in that beautiful way that we do. That's been amazing.
amazing.
Thanks, Susie.
Thank you for an incredible journey today.
Yeah, see you on the next episode. Looking forward to it.